What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning David Benavidez, Demetrius Andrade. Get this. I'm not going to beat around the bush with these two guys. It's time for the prediction. And I'll tell you something, people. Demetrius Andrade has never been beaten in a professional fight. He's made all the wrong decisions. He's took fights that he shouldn't have. He signed with people he shouldn't have signed with. You know, his reputation precedes him. He got totally clowned publicly by Canelo, and that kind of pretty much took his L outside the ring. You know, he's talented, he's slick, he's tall, he's rangy, he throws punches in bunches, and him taking on the Mexican monster, I think he will get his first loss. Why? Because the inactivity is not, it's just, it slaps him right in the face for one. He hasn't done enough in preparation for anybody like David Benavidez. David Benavidez, his hand speed is going to show superior. It's more than being slick. You know, I look at Demetrius Andrade in a situation where, yeah, he can give David some problems for maybe a few rounds. But what's going to happen, David's going to break him down. He's not originally 100. He's not a normal, natural 168 pounder. Okay, he's not. He's a middleweight. He's fought up there for a while. He's a big boy. I get it. But I don't see David Benavidez with the tenacity, with the hand speed, with the power, with the viciousness, with the hunger. I don't see him losing to Demetrius Andrade unless Demetrius is a guy that's just, you know, the styles match up perfectly. You know, if his timing's right. But then I don't know if he can knock out David Benavidez. And I think he would have to hurt David to get respect from David. Simple. And I just don't see him with the inactivity making such a statement. I just don't see it at all. I don't see that happening. I think David probably stops him. Because what happens with a fighter that never been beat, this is what turns up. Same thing happened to Joe Joyce. When you go down to the canvas and you're not accustomed to going down there, where's your experience of going down there and getting back up from there? You don't have any. This is a new world for you once you're taking your first L, especially when you get hurt to the point where you have to get up, shake it off, survive to get to that corner so you can be revived, and fight another round and see if you can do better the next round to recuperate from that knockdown. And that's if the guy's not coming right for you, because when a fighter drops another fighter, they're going in for the kill because they've done enough to drop you. And depending on how hurt you are when you get up, they're going to come to stop you. Bars. So I think at the end of the day, at the very end of the day, between Demetrius Andrade, I think the looping shots may give David Benavidez problems, small, minor problems. But I think David eventually gets them. Now, here's the thing. That's just my prediction. Demetrius Andrade, if he beat here's a kicker. Here's a question you ask yourself. If Demetrius Andrade beats David Benavidez, would Canelo Alvarez fight him? That's the question you ask yourself. Would he fight him? You know, and then I don't know the answer to that. But whoever wins, Canelo Alvarez should be fighting him. That's it. I mean, and after he fights them, I think he should retire. Because if he does attempt to fight someone smaller and loses to Terrence Crawford, we already know that because I've done a video on that already. And I just think that would be very catastrophic for him. Okay, because I don't think he would revive from that. And people would then see, and then what they would do, instead of give Terrence Crawford credit, they would rather put down Canelo and just say, oh, Canelo ain't shit no more. Him and AJ, all those guys are not where they used to be, and that's the reason Terrence Crawford did that, instead of realizing that Terrence Crawford is a world-class, talented, pound-for-pound great right now. You know what I mean? So nobody will say that, though. They'll rather say that Canelo Alvarez fell off. Well, I'll say this about David Benavidez and back to Demetrius Andrade. If he beats Demetrius Andrade, that's just another undefeated fighter that he's taken out on his quest to glory. And if Canelo Alvarez doesn't take the winner between those two, he should be stripped. And if Mauricio doesn't want to do it, somebody should strip his fucking backbone out of his back, because there's no reason that he should allow these type of fuckeries to happen in the sport of boxing, you know. But I think the hand speed will be too much for Demetrius Andrade, trying to throw punches to get respect. He's going to get countered, and he's going to lose. That's what I think about Demetrius Andrade. You guys tell me what you think about this prediction between David Benavidez and Demetrius Andrade at 168. Mandatory. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!